Hi collective, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing. We are about relationship with ourselves first, okay? So we can use our intuition to have healthy relationship outside of ourselves, but it comes from managing our emotions, okay? So you can identify your intuition. It comes from the essence of love, loving self, loving beings, loving planet, and idolizing God only. You need to come out of the energy of fear. Someone's in their thoughts of anxiety, okay, when it comes to maybe creating or balancing. Someone's trying to balance their thoughts because someone's in anxiety, fear, maybe a Taurus person or Gemini person. The thoughts of I have anxiety, okay, into me, I think, because into me, I have negative thoughts, deep unhappiness. Someone's stressed. Someone's very stressed out. There seems to be a burden. And this burden seems to be about generosity. Because someone's at a breaking point within the mind because they have an inability to cope or face life or what they've done. So now someone's looking at mental anguish because they feel very guilty or in regret. For some of you, maybe a Gemini person looking at remorse. Someone's focusing on the past. Maybe a bad Taurus person, but someone's the subject of gossip. Could be a Gemini or Taurus person. All right. Someone's trying to adapt when it comes to accumulation. Maybe Virgo. Someone's thinking of work. Someone's looking for unexpected financial windfall. Maybe a lump sum of money. Maybe for a will or a deed. It could be house deeds, it could be inheritance, it could be life insurance, but they were looking for a foundation. This could be a very entitled, privileged person. Well, they think they are. They're looking for the inheritance, but someone's got inheritance issues. But at the same time, the mind is like the mind file. It needs to be organized. You've got to take responsibility for your actions to create less anxiety, because someone's values when the thoughts are in anxiety, because now they're looking at fearing. They're not even looking. They can't even look at maybe their people, or maybe there's issues with riches and owed money, generational wealth. Someone is can't look at it now. They're stressed about a created expression. And it was about romance. Someone's walking away. Maybe a Scorpio person is trying to walk away with old school money. But they keep focused on the past. Why? Because they're a subject of a gossip. Someone's a subject of a gossip about their business responsibilities, home, family, and business responsibilities. Because someone's looking at a romantic proposal offer, maybe for inheritance. To feel privilege. So now there seems to be an invitation that was taken into actions. It's already been actionalized. Or someone has a desire to follow their heart now, walk away from this anxiety and look for more of a healthy attraction. Because remember, the relationship starts with yourself first. So someone has to look at their romance when it comes to accumulation. Someone's looking for the ideal man or woman when it comes to accumulation of money. Could be a young person, but someone has an idea about a proposal for accumulation of money. But because they had these thoughts in their mind, now they're stuck within their mind of their past actions. Yeah, because someone's going forward for a new beginning. It could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. They're walking away. Maybe they was in an unrequited love, an illusion. Was full of lies. Someone that was like fragile when it comes to their identity. They have poor personal boundaries. So they throw romance expression to be in a privileged or entitled situation. So they use romance to seek unexpected financial windfall. But someone's going forward to a new beginning. They've been inspired by the soul. Because remember, the fire signs, they're born to love. It's about romance. It's about intuition. Someone's looking at the lesson of power by creating new beginnings from the soul of the self. So someone's got good news coming in. especially from the spiritual world. So someone's physically starting something because they have like a sparkle of an idea. So now there's a new initiative coming forward because someone's finding a new passion. They got that heavy enthusiasm to go forward because they got the hand of God given them. But you've got to look in your cup of life or your cup of love. But you can't force the horse to drink the cup of love. You know, it has to be inspired from the soul because the soul's born to love. Do you understand? And then so it can be practical on earth, to be the lesson of service to bring heaven on earth. Because now we're looking at the lesson of brotherhood, humanity. Someone's not being humanitarian. It's more, I want money through romance. So now someone's walking forward and following the hand of God, the purpose. And it's about discernment. Not everyone has discernment, man. They think they do, but I think they got it wrong. So now you're looking at someone's talent. Maybe an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. They're growing in action. Maybe someone's traveling forward. Someone's very excited. Maybe a Scorpio person. But we're getting in the game. Someone's getting in the game of inspiration. But because of the romance of illusion, a project that was inspired to start has now come a boring job, a failure at work. Someone's overspending, so now someone has debt because someone was very unqualified at work. So now there seems to be a problem. The problem is anxiety, stress under the dress, because now someone is at a breaking point because they have an inability to cope or face their life when it comes to the mental. Because now they have to face their financial accumulation. They realize it was through romance. And now the job is not working. So now we have an opening. It's out in the open. That maybe somebody is under stress. Maybe a Leo person or a Gemini person. Maybe they want to end the conflict because there seems to be a struggle with a Gemini person. Because accumulation or generosity that went to a Virgo or Taurus person at work due to romance, flirting. So now someone's looking at donations because they was looking at a struggle. So they reached an agreement with a Leo person. Maybe when it comes to their career, reputation, when it comes to professional achievements, it was through a romantic proposal. So now they were very excited about an inspiration, a project. But now this project's become a failure because due to overspending, there seems to be debt. Someone's underqualified at work. Someone's going for a struggle, a Virgo Taurus person. They were sharing this generosity with a Scorpio person while they were doing romantic proposal offers. They was invited by a Scorpio person to start a new beginning in projects. So they were getting assistance from a Scorpio person. When it comes to employment, they were sharing ideas, wealth, prosperity. They wanted the power, authority. So now we're looking at control. Someone's trying to control someone's investments when it comes to giving and sharing. Someone doesn't have gratitude. So we're looking at being valued or being well paid by a Scorpio person due to romance for a new beginning of a new project. Maybe with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. But now it's becoming to a debt, this project, because someone's underqualified at work. Someone trying to compromise or end this conflict of a struggle when it comes to generational wealth or accumulation or generosity. Okay? Someone's been had, man. Yeah, someone's been had. Someone built a fake romance because they were looking for donations and projects. And they were sharing it with a Scorpio person. So now they have a lack of success when it comes to wholeness. When it comes to achievements, there seems to be a disappointment when it comes to a project. This project has come over its finance. So now we're looking at a very unqualified person, someone that's lazy. They do it through romance because they're lazy. They're not qualified like that. So now there seems to be a destruction when it comes to romantic proposal. Okay, because someone took the courage and the ability to take action into being invited. So they took action with a Scorpio person. Now there seems to be this upheaval and a trauma with an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person when it comes to new beginnings of maybe projects to spark off. Because now we understand there seems to be a confusion when it comes to violence, pain, bankruptcy because of a romance. So someone's going for a disaster, and they have to face natural disasters as well, because remember, we're energy. So now we understand the energy that was built on false ground. It was through romance, for a donation, and for projects. So somebody was used through romance, and then this Taurus, Virgo person also was sharing with a Scorpio person, a Knight of Cups. They were doing creative expressions. They were inspired to get recognition. They want success, victory. Someone's having an advantage, maybe a Leo person, when it comes to the higher mind, philosophy, religion, teaching. Someone's probably being educated to expand their conscious mind. Because now we're looking at a situation where someone's looking at personal expansion, but through romance, for projects. So now we're looking at someone's horizon that's bringing in good fortune. So somebody was looking at someone's fortune and confidence and the pride that brings in the inspiration. So now we understand somebody was going in for achievements, for appraisals. They were riding on someone's coattail. So now we're looking at someone was looking for the spotlight, the crowd, the support. Someone could be famous, a celebrity, but they were looking for the goodwill. But it was through the genitals will, you know. So now there's echoes, destructions, because something was built on false ground, away from the intuition. So now someone's inspired to bring down this destruction. A Taurus person went to bring down a Leo through romance, for independent wealth. So now someone could be single because of this situation, because somebody was trying to change or bring disaster to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person for independent wealth. So now we're looking at, now maybe an earth sign person is going to have an inability to move forward with a Scorpio person, because they fear a new beginning, because they keep repeating the same mistakes. They're a failure. They overspend. They're lazy and very unqualified. They're resisting to change. Why? Dependency. They depend on people, not independent. So now this seems to be a destruction. I could be talking to the single lot. Now you come out of this foundation of destruction. Every man's disaster. No, time is a man's disaster, but some is for a man's master. So now we're looking at the abuse when it comes to generosity through romance, because somebody's looking for independent wealth. So now we're looking at self-reflection, self-development, going more self-sufficiency to bring in independent wealth. So someone's coming out of a romance that was fake. It was only for projects and money, but there's an underqualified person. So now someone's looking at independent wealth. They're looking at rewards and working very hard. Someone's collecting on investments because they wanted to strive within their business status for freedom. Someone was taking someone's wisdom, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, for someone to be independently wealthy. This is why there's a destruction coming in, because this person might be independently wealthy, but they're not qualified. So how are they going to be independently wealthy? They're not qualified. So what they do, they go around doing manipulation, unrequited love, in illusions to escape a financial ruin or to get projects from people. But they've been sharing it though. This Taurus been sharing it with a Scorpio and a fire sign person. His projects and money was shared with another romance with this person. So they weren't fighting for. Go on then. So now you're looking at independent person. You could be a fire sign person. Cancer person at work or Scorpio person is very forceful, but has a lack of direction when it comes to independent wealth. Because they're powerless. It's upside down chariot. They're not qualified. So now you're looking at aggression. Someone's doing cohesions because someone wants to block someone's work. So they're creating obstacles, maybe for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person, so they don't be independent. But somebody is creating obstacles because someone's using an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person for independent wealth. but they want to do destruction through romance. They want to destruct this person, Aries, Sagittarius person. But because of this situation, now they're in a burden. Because now unexpected financial wealth is in jeopardy now. So now they're doing cohesions, maybe blackmail. I had a dream once when somebody was in a room. It was the same sex couple. And somebody took a picture and someone saw. And they said, right, I'm going back to the judge. I'm telling the judge what you did. I heard that loud and clear. The judge, to me, is God. Also, someone's going for a lawsuit with the Emperor. Aries person, could be a Leo person that was giving gift generosity to a Taurus person for unexpected financial windfall. They were looking for a lump sum of money. I think someone's doing Nancy. It's dangerous. You've got to stop playing with that dark energy. It's dangerous. So now someone's going for unexpected changes. Someone's going for a disaster, a loss, a tragedy, because there's been a revelation. There seem to be confusion and pain, but someone could be going for a divorce, maybe a Scorpio person or a Cancer person, due to the lack of self-control, lack of discipline. They're not a soul having a human experience. They're not that person. They're not qualified. So now you're seeing somebody probably wants to return, or something happened on travels because someone's got bad timing. Someone's losing momentum with a Taurus person at work, maybe, when it comes to giving generosity. Now you ask this fire sign person, what did you do for your soulmate? Zippy. You'll be introduced to Zippy. So now someone's losing momentum. Someone's going forward into a new love when it comes to romantic proposals, okay? There seems to be a destruction. Someone's independent. Someone's gone single, maybe. Maybe a fire sign person and a Cancer person is trying to be forceful. He's creating cohesions. Yes. He wants to block. He wants to create obstacles. He's creating obstacles, you know. He's unqualified with an earth sign person. Yeah, he's going to have a fucking reality check, this Scorpio person, because he lacks his own choices, opportunities, and options will be decreasing because of these obstacles. This is meant to be heaven on earth. Now, these people do not believe in God. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. You don't act like this. If you believe in God, now, why do you have to do destruction just to become independently wealthy? Why do you have to ruin someone to become someone? And then you say, God bless. Especially to your fans, especially to your community or your family. God bless. But when the door's shut, no one's looking, you're stealing, you're creating destruction, pain, loss on purpose, just to accumulate independent wealth. Creating cohesions with a Cancer Scorpio person. This is madness. Just for options and opportunities. This is opportunist, man. Opportunist. It's such a bad... These days are changing anyway. It's changing. So many people are becoming more intuitive, more psychic. They're accepting their gifts. So it's not going to last for long because someone's looking for a new job now. Because someone's lost momentum in a Taurus person at work. Lost momentum. Lost it. You can't bite the hand that feeds you. So now someone's communicating that. Someone sees the reason and the logic for this relationship when it comes to a Taurus person. It was about generosity. It's about accumulating money for a romance and destruction. So they want to step on someone, a fire sign person, to become independently wealthy. So they were creating cohesions. And they acted like they're single and they're not single because they lack their direction. They need to be held their hand. Hands need to be held. So now maybe an Aquarius person is looking at this bad news when it comes to earthly matters because someone created money problems because they're ignorant, because someone does not appreciate, all right? Maybe Aries person, Leo person is looking at this generational or this money that's been given to a Taurus person due to a fake romance. So now we're looking at someone feels defeated. Why? Because maybe Aquarius person came in and changed things up. They wanted Aquarius to self-sacrifice, self-sabotage to make someone look independently wealthy. No. No. Someone is self-sabotage. Their thoughts. I know I am self-sabotaging. So someone's doing deception. Why did the destruction of a false foundation? Why? Because somebody wanted money through romance for a project to look independently wealthy, but it was a cohesion. It was an obstacle to ruin someone to become something. So this person has to ruin people to become someone. So now we're looking at someone's actions, the reason and logic for a relationship. So now someone's in their thoughts, because someone's under deception. But there seems to be a lack of communication. Because someone's bullying. It's about intimidation. They try to maybe Aquarius single person has got a new beginning with good news, starting something. But it seems to be someone tried to create a failure for that person by creating blocks for this independent person. That's not just independent, they're self-sufficient. So they thought they needed a fire sign person. So they created cohesions. So now they're in their head. Why? Because they made it wrong. They made a wrong judgment. Their reasons and logic was wrong, off scale, badly. So now someone has to defend themselves. Aquarius person defend them. You're just looking at these people like, you're not just bad news when it comes to earthly matters. Your behavior is disgusting, underhanded behavior, deception. Someone has a lack of communication, man. There's someone trying to bully an air sign person, a very independent person. Intimidation. Mental, verbal, physical abuse. Come on now. They're creating crimes. You know? So now someone's looking at grape, because when you spike people's drink, it's graping. Somebody has to be looked upon when it comes to unalivement and assaults, when it comes to a Virgo Taurus person. You have to relook at that person's history. I reckon she's got a few bodies, because that's a psychopath. That's one that gives out orders, because they can't do it their fucking self. So now you're looking at bad news when it comes to someone's independently wealth. Taurus person. Why? Because they're too damn forceful. Lack of direction, lack of empathy, lack of self-control, no power, very aggressive, creates cohesions for people's destruction. For what? Unexpected change. For what? Money. So they create obstacles. So now we're looking at maybe a Taurus person. Bad news, bad financial management, not finishing what they started with a Cancer person. Bad news, man. They don't believe in God. These people are pathetic. Unhappy at home now with an Aries person. Unhappy. Could be a Cancer person. Why? Because they've been judged. Judgment Day is here. Everybody likes to talk about the Bible. You know, Jesus sacrificed, you know, was sacrificed for our sins. But why are you lot so sinful? You have to really sit down and think about that situation, especially when you like to say God bless and stuff. Come on, people. This is ridiculous. So someone's in self-evaluation when it comes to the spiritual world. Someone probably feels homesick because now they're under judgment. Now someone's probably doing the blame game. You know, and this is what these people do, these psychopaths or these sociopaths. That's what they do. So now we understand someone's in the energy of fear now. Very unhappy, projecting their foolishness. When you do projection, you have to look back at yourself at some point. Because now secrets are being revealed. When it comes to a Pisces person, secrets are being revealed. That's why someone's unhappy. The secrets are being revealed. The mystery's been unveiled when it comes to a Leo person. Compromising with a Taurus person, the logic and the reason for this relationship. So now we're looking at a situation where someone has to face their shadow now, and now their thoughts are in danger. Because why? They're unhappy with the truth being out. Why? Because they have blocked intuition. So they can't accumulate their money. All right, Scorpio person needs to let go of an earth sign person at work because just looking stupid. Let go. Somebody needs to let go. Leave home because you're very insincere with your actions. Someone's romanticizing about the past. I need to grow up. Maybe a Taurus person or a Scorpio person with their creative expressions. Secret creative expressions. So now we're looking at a situation when it comes to expressions with romance. Someone is invited to create, because they was inspired to create, but they went to someone very unqualified. You understand? So now there seems to be a romance with a Queen of Swords. Someone wanted an echo and destruction for a Queen of Swords. They wanted sudden upheaval, trauma. Why? Because they are an inspiration. They came with the truth. Okay, they're very honest. Maybe a very chatty person. Probably can talk you to sleep. You understand? But we're looking at independency, you know. Independent wealth. Why? Because they're very self-sufficient. They're protecting themselves, all right? So now we're looking at, maybe she put her hand out to an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person to start a new beginning for inspiration, but he went to someone very unqualified. Or maybe this Leo, Sagittarius person is just too damn fucking unqualified, all right? So now we're looking at someone's following their heart, all right? Because a Queen of Swords saw the problem. She's a problem solver. She's a very intellectual person with a very open mind, all right? They come with the truth, nothing but the truth, okay? So this could be a very intellectual person, all right? Because now we're looking at new beginnings. Someone's very inspired to move forward, okay, because the Queen of Swords is very self-sufficient, and that's going to be bad news for a Taurus person when it comes to financial management. Why? Because they didn't finish what they started. Oh, never mind, tried to ruin a Queen of Swords. Never mind, you buffoon. These karmics don't have no fucking behavior. Can't intimidate someone like me, my girl. You didn't learn enough about these messages sent to a fire sign every day for 5 years to get downloads. You obviously did not read fuck all about me properly, my girl. No, you didn't. So you bring injustice. That's why someone's being judged for their actions. And it's going to be bad news for a Taurus person when it comes to independent wealth. Someone bring imbalance and being very dishonest. Maybe a Libra person. Hypocritical people. They bring complications. Why? Because they like to abuse their power. So now, because of their bad decisions, they bring corruption, unfairness. So now, someone's being judged, especially in the spiritual world. Bad news for unqualified people that went in with this Ace of Wands. It was upright, now it's upside down. A disappointment, a delay. Unqualified people with an earth sign person, a Cancer person, and an Aries person. Unfucking qualified. You don't have a clue about God, so how can you even work on behalf of God when you don't even know yourself? No self-reflection. No self-awareness. No nothing. Poor judgments. Lack of self-discipline and lack of self-control. They're not a soul having a human experience. So now they've been missing opportunities. Why? Wasted talent. Why? Because they were too busy watching the Queen of Swords. They were too busy creating echoes and destruction for a Queen of Swords. So now we understand the reason and logic behind someone's relationship. Abusing their power. Corruption. So now we're looking at the Emperor. A Leo person. Every time it comes to this card, a Leo person, authority, has to take authority. Do you understand? Someone's looking at leadership, power, control. This is the Emperor. The Emperor is not allowed to be idolized, and the Emperor is not allowed to be an idol. But the Emperor has to be obeyed. Because why? Because you get your Godhead on, and you get messages from God. All right? To bring order and law onto the earth. So now we're looking at compromise. Maybe someone is revealing their secrets. Somebody wants to compromise, maybe with a Queen of Swords. So now someone wants to end that conflict or a row, because it seems to be a struggle reaching an agreement, maybe with a Taurus person when it comes to generosity, gifts. So now we're looking at someone needs to let go of that. They're looking for a lump sum. Let go of it, my friend. Let go of it. Someone's abusing someone's kindness. They're biting the hand that fed them. Why? Because they've got no gratitude. None. They have to ruin someone to become someone. A Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person lack money. Lack money. So they compromised and they wanted to end their struggle. But now they're rowing and struggling to reach an agreement with a Leo person. So now we're looking at poor financial control. So now this person's in their thoughts. Why? Secrets are being revealed. Secrets are being revealed. Poor financial control. Maybe a Leo person with a Capricorn Taurus person. Why? Because he offered her the fucking gifts, man. Gave a generosity. Oh, gifts galore, donations, money, community assistance, support. Why? He's powerfully connected to someone else. So now we're looking at someone needs to be alone. Virgo person, withdrawal. The psychopath came within, probably learned from a Leo person how to seek the soul. They saw a soulmate. They said, no, you let go of that past, Leo, and give me my fucking money. I like money. Let's destroy a Queen of Swords. Why? Because I want to look like I'm independently wealthy. Come on, Scorpio. Let's get involved, babe. So she started giving him some pom-pom as well. A Taurus person. Because they wanted the valuation. They saw there's a valuation of the Queen of Swords. She wanted to profit from her projects of downloads. You know. She was harvesting. She got appraisals and everything. Oh yeah, Taurus did. So now someone's in fucking debt. So now we're looking at the echoes on destruction. Because somebody went within. They were guided to go within. Queen of Swords saw the truth. She's a very honest, truthful person. She's above this echo. They tried to mash down her foundation, but you can't. She's too independently wealthy for herself. She's too self-sufficient. So they were projecting. They thought they needed someone, but they don't, my darling. Sorry. Joke's on you, Joker. So now we're looking at a situation. What's out in the open? Destruction. Gemini person, lack of control. With a Cancer person. Or the Cancer person's thoughts lack structure, irrational, lacks integrity. He don't have no fucking discernment. He likes to create oppression. Inhumane person, very aggressive, violent person, dishonest, and God's going to deal with you, my friend. So now you're looking at powerless. Why? Because everything you did goes back to the sender and you won't be protected from outside forces. Why? Because you're not in your discernment. You're creating upside down chariot. 2 different decks. You lack control. You have no fucking direction. You bring stagnation with your stagnation because you're opposition to a Leo person. Very aggressive person. You're a powerless person. Trip cancelled. Oh yeah, trip cancelled now. Why? Because you've got conflict with your family, your friends, your community, unstable finances, at work with an Aries person, probably at home. Why? Because you're the devil. You're with the devil, at home with the devil. Cancel person. There you go. With a Taurus person. Oh, someone is very jealous. Never mind. Taurus person is the devil. And now Cancer person, you should have refused that offer, my friend. No, Mark, no. Because you're fucking reckless and stupid when it comes to your love choices. Stupid. Just stupid. Got many men helping you create your foundation and still a fucking failure. Earth sign person. Never mind. So now we're looking at disharmony when it comes to a 2 of Cups. God's 2 of Cups is in disharmony, imbalance, due to corruption, hypocrisy, dishonesty, people abusing their power and creating bad decisions on purpose. Why? Corruption. Purpose, corruption. For what? Independent fucking wealth. So now we're looking at separation due to abuse. Due to abuse. Why? Because somebody was working to build a business for independent wealth. So they wanted to bring an imbalance when it comes to new creations handed from the hand of God through downloads. So now we're looking at a Cancer person, looking at disconnection, very disconnected. Looking at breakups, rejection. So they created blocks to create rejection, separations, abuse, bullying. All because they want to look independently wealthy and say, look at me. So now maybe Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person and a Libra person's heartbroken about someone's new beginning, about a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini's new beginning. Because it's about self-love. These people don't love themselves. You got to love yourself. And when you love yourself, the Holy Grail, it pours out, man. And someone's very unfaithful. Very unfaithful. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person or Libra person. They're just heartbroken people, man. They're looking at trauma, conflict. Yeah, because a Pisces person, shattered dreams, dissatisfaction, nightmares now. Why? Addiction. People probably drinks too much. Very arrogant person. Disappointment, man. Why? Low self-esteem. Low self-esteem, lack of self-awareness now. And when you have a lack of self-awareness, you can't do self-reflection. That's why every time I walk past something, I see my shadow. It's a reflection to remind me, you got a soul, baby girl. Don't let go of it for nobody. No one. You own your body, not the people doing their projections. No, don't think so. So now you're looking at bullying. Someone's trying to bully a 2 of Cups. So now we're looking at injustice for forceful lacks of direction. Lack. Just lack. Yeah, when it comes to maybe a worship group, or maybe when it comes to a work situation, a team situation, someone's learning from a Queen of Swords, so they bring hypocrisy and injustice because they were looking for quantity and not quality. So this group is ignoring real talent for someone to be a hypocritical bitch. Genevieve Nudge, I can't stand you, bro. I don't even know you until you came in my dreams. You are definitely fucking devil, boy. Write your dreams down, people, so you understand who is who, man. All right? Let's show these words so no one put words in your mouth. You can zoom in, people, because these karmics don't know how to tell the truth. So let's show the words, you know. So let's show the words. Because these people don't have no word of God in them soul. Not at all. Looking at a lover. A love choice at work, learning. A Cancer person was learning to create disappointments for an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius person. Why? Because a Cancer person, underneath his dirty soul, well, his shell, I should say, is an unqualified buffoon. So now we're looking at a love choice. Maybe a Gemini person lacks self-control or lacks a direction. Because now we're looking at a team. They're learning about people's logics and reasons for a relationship. Because now we're looking at goals. They were very determined to work together. A Cancer person and a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn person and maybe an Aries person. Take it as it resonates. Now looking at the motivations of people's skills and their quality. Lack. Burden. Sagittarius. Or maybe now this Cancer person, he's burnt out by the soul. Stress. Why? Because they're not responsible for their actions. They don't want to be accountable. So now the soul of the soul is burning out. Why? Struggle, obligations to an Aries person. Why? Because they're very unhappy. Because they've done a bad business with a Taurus person. Because they were learning with each other and they were playing with each other under the secret veils. Oh, yeah! People say, oh, darling, I've been single for 20 years, my love. Oh, I'm ready for love now. I'm healed. Healed. How many holes do we have in our body? Well, she's got one for every hole, baby. All right? So now we're looking at indecisions. Now, maybe an Aries person or a Sagittarius person needs to end their conflict with a Leo person. Why? Because you don't just lack fucking money. Just about money. Just about money. So now you're looking at the lack of vision for an Aries or Sagittarius person with a Cancer and a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo person. Now they fear the unknown of the Aries, Leo, or they fear the Queen of Swords because they create a bad business. Imagine stealing people's stuff and creating destruction and you're still a failure. Still a failure. That's why they're in their head. Still a failure. Unqualified people acting entitled, creating distractions on purpose, echoes, strategy. It's like you've got to stab someone in the back for me to make it. That's what these mindset is right now on this table. So now we're looking at a romantic proposal with an honest, truthful Queen of Swords. Alright, could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person. Because now we're looking at, they feel like they've missed an opportunity. They want to return maybe to Aquarius person. But they say Aquarius person, they wanting to leave behind. But the Aquarius person look at these people saying, you lot are tactless, man. And they were very sarcastic. They were rude. They were insincere, aggressive. Why? Because they're self-obsessed bullies. That's what they are. That's the action they took towards an Aquarius person. Why? Because they wanted to create bad earthly matters, problems for a Queen of Swords. Because someone does not appreciate an Aquarius person, a fire sign person. So he went to the devil. Went to the devil. So now we understand maybe someone needs to let go, or a Queen of Swords has let go. She doesn't like to be feel trapped. Air signs don't do trap, babe. No way. They'll withdraw from you in a second. Only reason why maybe this person kept writing to that person, like myself. I kept writing because I kept getting downloads. As I would never talk to Adiwali. No, I don't put up with this madness. No, I don't. I'm not going to change. 12 years later, he still don't want to understand me. Oh, well, but he took time to understand Genevieve Nadia, though. Doesn't understand me. Oh, well, I'm not chasing no man. Oh, let's go on a date. Did I hear from him? No. So the next day, I cussed him out. You don't ever ask someone, me, on a date, and you don't turn up. You don't tell me the time or nothing. And you're the one who phones me and said, oh, I need to see you. Oh, really? Oh, really? Oh, you want me to run you down because you're a famous person? I don't think so. You leave that to Cindy. You leave that to Genevieve Nadia. You leave that to them lot outside. That's not me, my friend. Oh, yeah, let's not forget Jessica as well. Jessie, whatever her fucking name is. It's too much, man. I don't do that. Sorry. Wrong person. Judging from all these superficial bitches. That's not me, my friend. So now someone's looking at philosophy. Someone's withdrawing. Because now we're looking at, there you go. Bad messages. For a Virgo Taurus person. Because they tried to create a problem for Aquarius person. They were stealing. They were being deceptive. They lied on her. They cheated. They were being dishonest. Sneaky, beaky, Becky. They done trickery, dickery, dock. I need to climb on a masculine's cock to lick a dick a day. Do you understand? Because I need money. So they were spying on Aquarius person. Why? Because a Taurus person lacks consciousness, strategy, traitor, scheming to plant a foundation. Now, this is what we call karma. Now, you ask that man, what did this Queen of Swords, Verena, do to Adiwali Kimabaji to be ignored like this? You ask him. Never mind. Aquarius person, she's learned to cope. She's recovered. She's letting go of the negative people, things and places. Somebody needs to face their life because someone probably feels very extremely guilty. Why? Scandal is out now. Oh, yeah. Total collapse of this destruction. And this is what they wanted for a Queen of Swords. Total collapse. But she's looking back thinking, you lot are weird. You're not sacrificing me. You're sacrificing yourself. You're doing self-sabotaging, self-sacrificing with your underhanded behavior. It's not working. So now they're stressed. Can't sleep at night time. Can't sleep. Can't sleep at night time. Not about it here, baby. You can cope like you want the Queen of Swords to cope. You can cope, my darling, but you got to cope with how many millions watching you. Never mind, because now we're upside down Cancer again when it comes to the Chariot. Lack of control. Their feelings, the emotions is unfucking stable. No direction when it comes to the soul of the self. Why? Because they got no soul. It's just a shell from hell in heels. So now we're looking at a Cancer person wanting to defeat an Aquarius person and a fire sign person. So now I'm looking at oppositions, very aggressive people, very forceful, powerless people. Now you're going to have a cancelled trip. They wanted to cancel the trip, the movement of a Queen of Swords. I don't know where these people think. I think these people work too much behind the camera, in front of the camera. I don't know. Maybe your family spoils these people, entitlement. I don't know what it is. But you see, in my life, Queen of Swords, I don't think so. I don't think so. Try again, Taurus person. Looking at delayed news. Why? Because they were stalking a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person, a team of people. So now looking at the circus of someone's curious mind. It's a circus. Now, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius person is speaking out the truth about Taurus person and their bad business with working with a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person and a Sagittarius person or an Aries person. Take it as it resonates. Take it as it resonates. Now you're looking at loss of hope. Someone's got a loss of hope in a Taurus person. Oh, yeah, because why? They say at the beginning now, that desire for that inspiration has now come to resistance of change. Why? Repeating the negative patterns. A Taurus person should not go learning how the devil pick me that, my friend. All right? Intimidate who? Me. Oh, my gosh. I don't know. I don't know where these people were born, man. I don't know what's going on. Upside down again. 2 different decks. Unhappy goddamn family. Why? Conflicts, friends, community, unstable finances, workplace conflicts, arguments, cancelled reunion. cancelled reunion. Why? Because people, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces person, and a Taurus, you know the story. You know the story. It's madness. I feel like it's gone too many stories on this. I could look at other readers and say, do you know what? This is the same story. Same. Whatever those people did, I can't stress anymore. Neuronancy, I don't know what you lot playing with your moon magic. Whatever you're doing, you lot created a bad future for yourself. You need to repent because we're going into dark times. You don't want to be left in the dark times. My God showed me spiritual prison. And it ain't funny to spread the word. If you want to go down there, I wouldn't wish it for my worst fucking enemy. I wouldn't wish it for my worst enemy. But you look like to take advantage, some of you people, you karmics out there. You think love is weakness. Now, the Queen of Swords is going to give you a very hard fucking realization. Don't play with lovable people. Now you're going through a situation now. Maybe a Taurus person was relying on a 10 of Swords in a Gemini's back. They're going to deny it though. They're going to deny it. But don't worry, Tarot's here. Write your dreams down, people. Because they wanted a Taurus person was relying on a Aquarius person to remain stuck in her thoughts over a stupid man. Over a man, you know. These people don't have no behavior. That's why she's got no soulmate. Because she's stuck. Because without a man, she ain't going nowhere. She ain't going nowhere. So someone's changing those plans. Oh, overwhelmed are you? Never mind. Unsuccessful businessman, upside down King of Pentacles. Never mind. With your Aries person, I don't know, Queen of Wands looking at the situation. With a Taurus person, they're looking at bankruptcy. With a Scorpio person, why? Bad choices. Yep. With an upside down Taurus Libra person, they depend on people. Stagnation, slagnation. She smothers people. She's very stubborn, insecure person with creative blocks. But they're inspiration, isn't it? Remember? I'm the one to bring artistry together, darling. I can't wait for the public to snitch those videos together. And we're going to have a very good public opinion about this situation. It's going to be a lesson for a lot of people. It's going to be a lesson. So keep talking, my girl. Keep talking, my girl. Keep talking, man. Keep talking. Why? Because maybe people are unhappy. The Aries family is unhappy because of this Cancer reunion. Now they're thinking of a Aquarius person now in the community. They want a peaceful resolution. They want to compromise, overcome this challenge. Why? Maybe they thought she wants revenge. Revenge is success, my friend. I don't know where these people get their mind from. But Aquarius person, she's moving forward. She understands these people are very dishonest. They're going to be arrested. Oh, yes, they're going to spiritual prison, earth prison, or mental prison, whether they like it or not. Repent, or that's it. You go to the penthouse. And it ain't no penthouse of what you think. Oh, no. You're going to the penitentiary house. That's where you're going. Lock up. Cha-ching. Bye. No behavior. You don't deserve to be on earth. You're going to be destructive like this. How dare you? There's one earth, you know. This is what these people are really making a massive mistake. Massive. No common sense. One earth. Earth can do without you, like, you know. But can you do without the earth? Because right now you can't go to Mars. How are you going to survive over there? You lot, please come out of your illusions. Have respect for the planet. Have respect for what's feeding you right now. Nope, you're biting the hand that fed you, the earth. Biting it up. What, you think Mars is going to be any better? Going to welcome you in. Hi, my darlings, come through. I don't think so. I don't think so. Sort your lot self out, man. Because now someone's like indecisions when it comes to their pathway. Maybe Aries person, they lack their vision. Due to the fear of the unknown. When you do too much badness, it's very hard to go within yourself. Because now someone has a lack of planning on their pathway. Why? Failed business deal. And now someone's going to be cancelling people's travels, all right? Remember, walking love, talking truth. Love you guys. Bye.